Hello, grade 8. So now that you've looked at calculating percent of a number using a calculator, here are three common problems that you are going to be solving where you need to know this. Okay, and it's real life type problem. Here's the first one. So Mike saw a TV advertised at Future Shop for $1,299. Calculate the total cost with 5% GST and 8% PST. So how you go about solving it, there's actually two very common ways, so I'll show you both ways. The first way is keeping the taxes separate. So we have to figure out what the taxes will cost. So the first one, we change both of these to a decimal. So 5% is 0.05 and 8% is 0.08. And simply we multiply the price by the tax. So we multiply by $12.99 and we multiply this by $12.99, because what we're doing is we're taking 5% of the price. And if you remember from our previous lesson, that of really means multiply. So we're changing the percent to a decimal, and that's the word of, 5% of the price. So now we just need to get those answers, rounding them off to the nearest hundredths. So the first one, $12.99 multiplied by 0.05 works out to be $64.95 of tax. And remember, this will be added on to the price. Next one is $12.99 times 0.08, and we get $103.92. Now those are the two taxes. We add those on to the $12.99. And that's obviously 0.00. Now you can add these up manually, or you can just add these three numbers up with a calculator since we're already using it. So $12.99 added to 103.92 added on to 64.95, and we get a final of $1,467.87. Okay, that's one very common way to do it, where you separate the taxes. There is a shortcut though, and that is we combine the taxes. So we have 5% and 8%. We combine them or add them. So in other words, you have 13% tax. So we don't really need to know what's GST, what's PST. We can just put them together and say there's 13%. So we change that to a decimal, 0.13. Of means times $12.99. So we do the same thing as we did over here. So we multiply by the price, and that'll get us 0.13 times $12.99, and that equals 168.87. And we just simply add that to the price now. We add those taxes onto $12.99.00, and you will notice that we get the exact same answer of 1467.87. Okay, so it doesn't matter which way you do it. There is a third way, and it's actually even an easier way, but that one I will teach in school, because these are very common ways that I really want you to know. Okay, so down below, let's take it a step further. So let's say that when Mike walked in the store, he noticed that the TV was 35% off. So it's no longer regularly priced at $12.99, but it's now got a percentage off. So we have to figure out what the discount is. In other words, we have to figure out what is 35% off. 35% of the $12.99. So what we're trying to figure out is what is 35% of $12.99, because that's got to be taken off. So we use our rule, we change that to a decimal. We change the of to multiply, and we multiply by the price, and that'll tell us how much we are saving. So 0.35 times $12.99 tells us that we are saving $454.65. That's what's coming off. And off is a word that means subtract. So we have to subtract it from the price, $12.99. So now we're going to subtract $12.99 minus the 454.65, and we can use a calculator for that since we're already using it. So $12.99 subtract 454, 0.65, and you get $844.35. Sorry, that is what we call a sale price. So right now, it is on sale for $844.35. So now we have to put the taxes on. So I'm going to use this procedure because it's a little bit less work than that. So I'm going to combine the 13, same tax. So remember what we do is we multiply the 13%, first change it to a decimal, then use that multiplier of 844.35, that's the sale price, and that'll tell us how much tax we are paying. So it looks like we are paying, if I take 13%, $109.77 of tax. Right? So now all we have to do is add up this number and that number, those two, the sale price plus the tax. So we got 844.35 added to 109.77, and you get $954.12. So isn't that kind of nice? Now you've bought a TV for under $1,000 with the taxes included because it was on sale, when originally the TV alone was $12.99, and with tax, it came to over $14. But the TV is now at a very good price with taxes included. All right. Last example. Now you can see. Last example is one that's very common. So let's read the question here. So we have Emily needed to buy a new hockey stick. She knew that the Hockey Superstore and Slapshot Sports both had the stick priced at $150. So they're same price. Hockey Superstore was offering a 40% off one-day sale, whereas Slapshot Sports offered 20% off, plus would give an additional 20% off of the already reduced sale price. So which store gives the better buy? So at first glance, when you're kind of looking here, I'm kind of got a little separation. I've got Slapshot Sports here. They're offering 20% off plus another 20% off of the sale price. Whereas Hockey Superstore offers the 40. It looks like they're both at first glance giving the same sale, but in fact, they are not equal sales. So let's figure out why. So the first one, Slapshot Sports, they're taking 20% off of the 150. So let's figure that out. So you change the 20% to a decimal. You times that by 150. And let's see how much is being taken off. So it looks like it is $30 that is coming off the original price. So we have to minus 150 minus the 30. So now it's $120 on sale. We call that the sale price, right? Now remember, they will give you an additional 20% off of this reduced price. So let's take 20% off of that. So again, we take 0.20 and we times that by 120, and looks like we will get $24 off. So it's not the same $30 off. It's now, because the price has been reduced, the actual sale is a little bit less on the second 20. So let's see what it is now. So it's now 120 minus the 24, and that'll give us $96 final price, or that's just what we still call a new sale price, right? I'll just put price. So that's what we're looking at right now. Now let's see, it would appear that it would be the same sale with the other store, with Hockey Superstore. So let's see if it's the same. 40% off. So we take 40% off of 150, and that's $60 off. Well, already we can see that there's a difference there. When we take a 40% all at once, we saved 60. In this question, we took off 20%, we saved 30. Then we took off another 20% off of the already reduced price, and we only saved 24 this time. So 30 and 24, we've only saved $54 this way, whereas already we've saved 60 when we do it all at once. So let's figure out when we take off 60 from 150, the new price is $90 at the Hockey Superstore. So in fact, this store is $6 cheaper. And that's simply because that's what happens when a sale is taken off all at once versus 20% off the one price, and then they reduce the price, and 20% off of the already reduced price. You save less the second time, meaning that it's better to shop at a store that's offering one big sale as opposed to two smaller ones. Anyways, hope you get that, and good luck in your percent problems.